Yes, yes, yes. How are we doing, guys? Happy Monday. Hope you're really good. Welcome to show 370. Mental. Hope you had a really great weekend. Hope you're set for the week. So today we're going to look at building a calm mindset. And we can kind of look at how we can go about doing that, and maybe why we're not doing that right now. I think you'll get a lot of benefit out of this one. So let's get into it. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Boardman. And if you are coming through, then please do hit the love heart button. Give that like a couple of taps. And in the comments, what I want you to tell me is whether you feel that you are a calm person, or whether you're a chaotic person, or whether you're somewhere just in the middle, right? Okay, cool. So a little bit different this morning. We're not out and about. We've got a bit of a curveball this afternoon, so I need to be able to get all of my work done this morning, so I can deal with that curveball later on. But that's the beauty of planning, right? You're allowed just to be able to shift your time, your energy and focus around. Actually, one of the things that allows us to keep us calm when we do get curveballs. And at the weekend, what we did, we had a group of lads come down who were on their Elite 90 graduation. So basically, just finished our Elite 90 course, which is our 3-month development fundamentals course. And basically, they come down at the very end of the course. It's something that we've just introduced. And we have a self-reflection, self-awareness type of day. And it allows us to be able to kind of bring up all of where we were before we start the course, what the course has allowed us to generate, and kind of thinking a little bit more about the future moving forwards, right? And one of the things that came up, I think for every single guy, or certainly for 9 guys out of 10, was feeling calm. So when I asked the guys, what's your top 3 wins? Calm, becoming more calm, was in those top 3 wins, which was really amazing to hear. And we think about being calm, and I think sometimes we underestimate how great it is to feel calm, and how difficult it is to introduce calm within our lives, right? Feeling calm, acting calmly. I mean, they're clear signs of leadership. Like whenever we were ever trained in the Royal Marines, one of the things is like staying calm under pressure. And it takes a real particular mindset and a level of conditioning to get to that point. You know, if you're staying calm under fire, if you're staying calm in a stressful situation, if you're staying calm when your back's up against a wall, it allows us to make much better decisions and allows us to thrive within our business or your career. It allows you to handle situations within your relationships better. You just generally feel better in here with your mental health, emotional health, physical health, whatever it might be. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to go through a little cycle about maybe why we don't feel calm so much. And then we're going to look at how we can counter that, right, by focusing on 4 things that I believe, and over the weekend when we were talking with the guys, that create that calmness in our mind. So calm is the outcome. So let's look at some of the opposites. Now I could spend an hour talking about this, but we're going to whiz through. Okay. So the opposite to calm for me is that chaos, and chaos usually comes from being unstructured, reactive, and unfocused. So for a lot of lads, a lot of the battle with lads coming in is dealing with that chaos, and that chaos usually stems from feeling unstructured. So if you think about most people's days, they'll wake up 10 or 15 minutes before they really need to leave the house to get to work. It's chaotic, trying to find the keys, trying to find your shoes, trying to find everything you need, trying to get yourself sorted within a 15-20 minute period, getting out the door, getting in the car, getting to the office, or starting your work within your business, scrapping through the day, then kind of like coming home, dealing with the chaos of the family, feeling completely and utterly overwhelmed, stressed out, and it just becomes a chaotic lifestyle. That's your chaotic routine, right? And it makes you more reactive than proactive. So you're just reacting to everything that's happened. Does that make sense to everyone? Has everyone been in that situation where they kind of just feel like, man, I'm just so reactive because everything's so chaotic, everything's so frantic, everything's so fast, right? And then I often find that one of the key things is that we're so unfocused. So because we're not focused on forward thinking, on proactively thinking ahead, man, that chaos just overruns our mind. Who's been there? Like, let me know if you've been in that position before. And feeling that chaos straight away heightens our stress levels, straight away creates that overthinking and overwhelmed mindset, right? Where this just going around in cycles like that. And if you got a piece of paper and a pen and I just scribbled and closed my eyes and scribbled, that ends up becoming the mindset. That's visually how that mindset looks. Makes sense, right? The other thing that kind of beats down here, this calmness, is that frantic nature. Okay, so that becomes, we go into that frantic state when we become stressed off the back of being in a chaotic situation, right? All of that, all of that stress builds up, so we become tense. Then we become very short with our language, and we tend to not be able to control our emotions here. So we become snappy with the wife or the kids, or we become quite angry. And we're just walking around like angry, like fire coming out of the top of our head. All right. Then we become very impulsive. So we become impulsive with our actions. So we become impulsive in terms of like maybe you're drinking, maybe your actions. And they're not really things that benefit you or you want to do, but you become very impulsive off the back of the stress, right? And then we become very lost. So after those feelings, there's just that empty feeling of being lost. And this, you might not feel all of these. These are just examples, right? This is worst case scenario, but one or two of these things might be affecting your ability to stay calm. So what does calm kind of look like? For me, calm is essentially the management of your emotions. So being calm, managing your emotions in everyday life, managing your emotions to external chaos, external stress, internal stress. It's being able to master your mindset, your emotions, so that actually the delivery, the way that you lead yourself, is controlled. Okay, and I think that when we're in that state, we can put our minds into our state. So I've always talked about this being the mind gym. So we've got the physical gym where we build our guns and our legs and our tummy muscles and our chest and our fitness. But our mind gym here is the ability to be able to stay level-headed, stay in control, stay calm. And we can do that through 4 different ways, which is what I'm going to show you now. And often, like the Elite 90 course is something that or Elite 28-day course, or the lads that I work with are all working towards. Okay, and it became clear from our graduation on Friday that these were the key triggers to improving that calmness, right? With me so far? So number 1 is SRS, okay? Structure, routine, and systems. So if I was to give you a place to start, there would be 3 key SRSs that I would be wanting you to introduce into your life. Your morning routine, your fitness routine, and your evening routine. Now, if you had a structure for each one of those, a routine that you would follow, and a system to make sure that you stayed on it, I can guarantee you almost immediately that you are going to bring a set calmness to your mind because you feel in control. And being in control is the key thing, right? One of the things where we lose our emotions, where we lose that control, when we become impulsive, is when we don't feel in control. So the morning routine allows us to build the mindset, warm it up for the day, get perspective, have reflection, feel gratitude for that morning. The fitness side of things is making sure that we're staying consistent. So the fitness allows us to get rid of the stress. It allows us to exert all of the overthinking, all of the build up of tension, to be able to boom, explode it out, whether it's a run, jiu-jitsu, golf, gym, cycling, swimming, whatever it might be. And it means that you're doing something for you. Okay, it's like getting rid of that cocoon that's building up around you. Okay, and then an evening routine allows you to be able to control your phone management, allows you to have that work-life balance, allows you to connect with the people that you love the most, all the things we want to make sure that we're doing, all the things that make us happy and actually put us into that rest and recovery from the day's activities to be able to start feeling calm, ready to go in for your night's sleep. Sleep being important, right? Number 2 is the ability to meditate. Now, most people give up on meditation because it just doesn't do anything for me. And that's usually just the men's mentality, is that unless we see immediate results, we don't stick at it. It took me 4 months to start nailing meditation, okay? And I was like, it's not doing anything. And then I started concentrating more, and then I started focusing more, and now I do it twice a day. I do it when I'm falling asleep, and then I do it first thing in the morning. And what it does, it just gives you that calmness in your mind to be able to concentrate, to be able to control your mind, to be able to control your thoughts, to give you more concentration levels. And it is like it's like running on a treadmill, right, in a gym. It's one of those things that you just do, and it just builds up that fitness, and meditation builds up your mental fitness. Number 3, planning your TEF, your time, your energy, and your focus. When you're in control of your time, your energy, and your focus, and where your focus is going, it brings, again, a calmness to your world, because you know where you've got to be, you know what's going on, you're not being reactive, you're being more proactive about your health, where your time is going with your family, how you're building your business, how you're building your career, and it gives you that sense of control. And we're not being frantic, we're not being unfocused, we're not being reactive, we're not being impulsive. We know where everything is going. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but it's certainly going to be at least 85% better than it was. And the last one here is working on your vision. Where are you going in your life? Okay, what are the things that you want to achieve? What are your ambitions? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? Where do you want to live your life? And often, not working on your vision creates a clouded stress in the back of your mind. Who am I? Where am I going? What's the direction? What's the purpose of my life? And I'm not saying that you have to figure that out to be calm, but if you are working on it, if you are thinking about it, if you are writing it down, it brings an element of less stress. Okay, less stress, because you feel like you're moving towards something. So lads that are on our courses naturally feel like they're moving forwards and feel calmer because they feel like they're working on themselves. There's that underlying calmness, right? So they're the 4 that I would be looking at to try and introduce that calm. And when we implement this regularly, consistency, with control, with clarity, with commitment, over that period of time, our brain starts to feel just naturally calmer because it feels in more control. And control being the actually key word to us moving us forwards, right? Making sense? Cool. All right, guys. So listen, I hope that helps this morning. Hope to get you on track for your week. I hope to see you Wednesday and Friday. Try and do your best to get to these. These are your like little nuggets that keep you focused throughout the day. If you're a business owner, established business owner, we've got 3 places left to join us for a 2-day elite discovery experience at the end of the month. The details are on this link here. Go and check them out somewhere, see if you qualify yourself for that. But we've got some really good stuff coming up over the next couple of weeks, so stay tracked. We've got some masterclasses coming up, we've got some webinar and trainings coming up. We've got a really big bulk of training coming up for the second half of January and the start of February, so there's loads coming up this morning. So keep in touch, have an amazing day, and I'll catch you all soon.